Ain't mine.
Crying out loud, Mike. I feel real bad about inviting you over here and then having a pube in front of you.
Well, that's
Such is life.
full of surprises over
Yeah,
there.
straight up. Straight up. We met over here last week because you were like
Safety compliance facility is what we do.
What does that mean?
Okay,
You got to talk on the mic.
Yeah. So
Here, get that close to you. Veronica, is that good? Does it sound good? We're really working on things.
that's okay.
All right.
I'm patient.
All right, yeah. Keep the headphones on. That way we know. She's got a glow about her. You know why?
She does.
Knocked up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
Congratulations.
right. Yeah. Someone came in her.
Huh.
That's how it happens. Yes. So you were doing safety compliance? How's that
Testing.
work? Testing. Okay.
Testing.
What does that mean?
Okay, so testing is what we do for the state of Michigan, and that's a key component of the cannabis industry. Basically, we come in, we start off with sampling a batch that's representative sample that we take.
Is it a random sampling?
Yes, it's a random sample. So
How do you decide? Do you like roll a dice?
no, we take it from different portions of the batch. So the batch is all in front of us.
Okay.
So they can be up to 50 pounds.
Okay.
We go in there and we select from different areas in the batch, pulling 0.5% of the batch weight.
Well, how much is 0.5% of it usually?
So let's say it's a 50-pound batch. We
So
would
it'd be like-
sample about 115 grams.
Okay. I was gonna start writing it out so I could figure out the math, but I thought that'd be pretty
Let's do
silly.
it easy, man.
Yeah.
So like 10,000 grams
Okay.
would be 50 grams.
Right. Yeah, because you're doing and then cut it in half.
Yeah,
That's-
0.5.
That's the only shit in school I kind of really that helped me is the that shit.
Yeah. Cannabis? Or
It's
math?
math for the drugs.
Math
It's
and-
math for the
math and
fucking
cannabis.
drugs, man. And I like that Pythagorean theorem shit and then the golden. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
All right, well, I like it. So all right, then what do you do?
After we take the
Shucks.
sample, we transport it back to the lab,
Okay.
and then it gets analyzed for all
what do
the
you-
safety components.
What does that mean, safety? What do you look for?
So we're looking for any pesticide contamination, any micro, which would be the yeast and molds, or any bacterial growth.
Okay.
Potency obviously is
So you
for-
test
for the-
you test to see how strong it is too.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You got to talk to me like I'm a fucking gerbil.
I'm gonna talk to you like a gerbil then.
Thank you, man.
Yes,
yeah.
we
'Cause you
test
get-
for the strength of
Yeah.
the product. Yeah.
Yeah, because you use a lot of big words.
I'll try to dumb it down.
Dumb it down like I'm a fucking retard. Like, help me understand. All right, so when you grab it up, you're looking for how strong it is. What the fuck? What they're
If
using to
it's
grow
clean,
it?
If it's any contaminants of any type in that.
What are some of
in
the
the flower.
what are like some accidental contaminants that you've seen get in there?
Like foreign matter, for instance, like russet mites or spider mites or
Okay.
thrips.
What the fuck is thrip? Is that a type of
It's insects, bugs. That can be on the plants. They can come from home grows. They can come from people bringing, those insects in on their clothes from the street.
You've been doing this for a while?
Oh yeah,
How long?
since 2010.
All right, so that's almost shit. That's like 15 years.
Yeah.
What are the different things that you've seen? What are some of the? I imagine people try to game the system in different ways.
From time to time, people try to do that.
What have you seen?
Well, I've seen people try to, push things through that maybe are harmful to, the folks that would be buying it at the stores. And that's what the labs are here to do, is stop that from happening.
Yeah, but what is it? What are the things?
It could be pesticides. It could be
Okay.
mold contamination, things along that line.
Yeah. What do they do stuff? Somebody's telling me that they put like wax in they were doing stuff to make the
Infused products, yeah.
yeah like
Make it strong.
yeah. Tell me about explain that to me. Like I don't understand.
Well, so processors
Okay.
can infuse products. So they can take the flower, the weed, and then they can mix it with any waxes, any distillate, They can THCA crystals. You seen the snowballs on the street now in the stores?
No. Break it down for me, man.
So snowballs are flour that they take a little distillate. They like basically butter the flour.
Okay.
And then they roll it in the powder THCA crystals. So, yeah, like a moon rock. But they call them snowballs. They're stronger than moon rocks.
So wait, hold up. I thought moon rocks were. I thought that was ecstasy, man. Am I fucking dumb? Like, were people doing moon rocks like ecstasy?
I've never heard ecstasy be called moon rocks.
But it was a special kind. I just remember getting a real nice blowjob.
Well, there was the El Diablos back in the day where they take a little bit of the coke and they mix it in with the weed.
Hey,
and call it the 151s or the El Diablos.
I've never done that. You have.
I haven't done that
yet. It was a pregnant. Yo, Mike, it was a pregnant pause, and then I watched your eyes look off into the distance at a nice time. You were like, "Oh, that was a good time in my life."
Yeah, back in my ASU days.
Oh, you went to ASU?
Yeah, I did,
bruh. Yo, yeah, I got my dad. My dad was in AA, and one of his good buddies went to ASU to be a punter and came back in AA because that's how hard he went, man.
Yeah, I came back. I went in the clothing business originally.
Bro, all right, so you did clothes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was doing high-end Italian clothes for many years, about 25 years of my life.
Mamma mia.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the quality of clothing, man.
Yeah.
What do you look for? Like, for a novice out here, I feel like a lot of people back in the day, I buy Gucci because Gucci is good quality.
Yeah.
It's a status symbol, but that status is attached to high quality shit. Now everything's being made in China, so like and that might not mean it's bad quality, but like I used to be able to say Italy, good quality.
Yeah, Italy is good quality, and that's what we built our bones on.
Right,
is bringing in all the high end Italian brands.
But what do you look for?
Made in Italy.
What do you look
for? The fabrics. You
okay,
look
but
for the stitching.
Explain that to me though. For people like, let's say someone's at a thrift store, right? Let's say someone's thrifting.
Yeah.
What would be some of the things that they could look for if they, hey man, I want a decent shirt? Like what are like telltale signs of a good shirt?
Well, you want to look for the stitching on the buttons.
Okay.
Maybe the needle point per square inch is important. The tighter the stitch.
Okay.
The better the quality.
All right. And then on the buttons, what is that like?
Well, you want to look for that crisscross
See?
stitching.
But like this is the shit that is just second nature to you, right?
Yeah.
She didn't know shit about crisscross.
Yeah.
Not a fucking thing
on the buttons.
crisscross.
You want to look for like the little crisscross.
Yeah.
Rather than it woven in like that. Where it's like on top of each other.
So if it's looping, because then it's not going to be as strong.
Exactly. So you want to just look for the little details in the items. And
but see, like I think this is real interesting because we don't know that. Like we've become so everything's fast fashion now, right?
Yeah, it's generic. A lot of it. Mass produced, generic.
Yeah.
They'll buy basic fabrics.
Yeah.
Then they'll just roll it out. Make thousands of them.
I got a bootleg Versace shirt that I like to wear because to me, everything's fucking bootleg now. Like,
but it looks good, man.
No,
nothing wrong with bootleg.
No, it's not. I'm wearing it as a statement. I'm wearing it because I'm criticizing. It's a critique of what high end fashion has become. It's become fucking gross.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not. It's not made with love. How can you make some shit with love when it's owned by 2-3 big companies? That's it.
No, it's changed. But that's why I got out of that business.
And into the weed?
And into the safety compliance, into the cannabis business, yeah.
That's really why? Because you didn't like where it was going?
I didn't like the direction where it was heading.
And you saw it that far back, huh?
I did. And then
break that down for me, Mike.
Yeah, before
you want some of this brown coke?
Oh no.
All right, go on.
I appreciate you.
All right, cool.
When I got out of the clothing business or kind of transitioning out, we had some partners that came into our company at Iron Laboratories, and then we went to Oregon and opened up a lab out there in 2015. It was a few years before the state of Michigan had gotten the program together, and we had gotten set up out in Oregon.
Yeah.
And working with Metric and working with the folks over there, the producers, and really learning the way the industry was, kind of curating itself.
Yeah.
Coming around. So in 2018, we were the first licensed lab here in Michigan and really launched the industry here in Michigan.
So you guys were like, I got an
Pioneer
idea.
is what we were.
So I got this idea. Call me crazy. But here, I think this is what everything's like what everybody like what people smoking right now, runts, Skittles or some shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of runs
A lot of
on the
shit
market.
was runts and Skittles and zips and zaps, and it was before it was purple. It's always something
A
different,
lot
right?
of Gorilla Glue in the beginning.
Yeah.
GG4.
I don't know any of this, but like, so my point is this: is what if we do a smear campaign, right, on all the other testers, and then do a big campaign for you to be like the only tester that we can trust, and then you suddenly become like the Michelin of, so your name precedes itself. So now my weed, they're not only just looking at, hey man, does this guy have runts? They're saying, hey, this guy got
Tested
tested.
it.
This is a 4-star from Mike.
Yeah,
What do you think about that plan?
I love that idea.
I think yeah, because that's,
Come on, Jude, help me, baby.
man, you probably had that idea about 40 fucking times, but I think that's but I don't know where else it go. Like I don't know, it's all marketing, you know.
There's a lot of labs out there in the state now. It's when we started off, it was just us.
Let's smear campaign these
And,
motherfuckers.
a lot of them guys is doing stuff that maybe they shouldn't be doing.
What are they doing?
Maybe inflating the potencies, things like that.
How much can a person feel comfortable inflating the potency by two? First off, what is good potency for?
Well,
for,
I don't
for marijuana?
actually do the testing. We hire the scientists to do that.
But
So I know
what's good
my
potency?
guys are doing it by the book.
I'm not. You're getting a little defensive, man. Don't worry about it. No, what's good potency? Like what? I don't know anything. I'm dumb.
I would say on a good flower, anything north of 20% total THC.
20%?
Yeah, that's a solid.
Like I look at some of the numbers here, and it goes like 27 to 30 is that about like 27 to 30 is.
Well, these guys over at Luxury Loud got some good genetics.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
If you're doing the basic runts like you said, then you're going to get them potencies that are just in the average range. If you're doing like Government Oasis that Luxury Loud has, you're going to see that number much higher because that's a specialty genetic.
Do you smoke at all, or is it just like not really your thing?
Not really my thing.
But you do
I
do
have.
understand what makes a good, like you can you look
a
at
well-rounded flower?
Yeah, you can look and be like, this one's gonna be special.
Yeah, you can just tell some of these strains that are hand trimmed.
Yeah.
Like
What
the
is-
LA Kush.
Okay.
Okay, that's a beautiful flower that's got a lot of yellow hairs. It's very green.
Right.
It's got almost like a blue hint to the leaves. It's very unique. When you eye it, it stands out.
Literally my favorite strain.
Is it?
Is it your favorite strain?
Yeah, it's like the closest thing to taking a dab for me. It's like
See,
so cool.
something like that. So for me,
Okay.
when I see something like that, I don't know until it's tested by the lab.
But
But I got an idea.
But
you
so
know.
15, and that's kind of interesting, right? This goes back to like the gut. And the gut a lot of times is
Intuition, man.
Yeah, but it's everything that you've picked up, all of the patterns that you've picked up throughout the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
So now when you see it, it's just like, you can tell, right? So have you been fooled? Were you seeing something where you're like, oh my God, this is going to be great? And then they test it out and you're like, this was fucking well played. They got me.
No, I can't say I have, man.
So your gut
I'm-
knows.
I'm good at that.
Your gut knows.
My gut knows. I mean, I can spot a good flower a mile away.
What are some of the things that I could do to help me be a good flower spotter?
I think terpenes is very important. It's it's something that not too many people touch on, but it's one of the key components because I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's not really about the potency. It's about the terpenes. The terpenes is flavor and
Hot
aroma.
dog. I've been saying this shit, man,
So-
and I don't know shit about weed.
So your brain
yeah,
is going for that smell
yes,
and the flavor of the flowers. So
Yes,
once you find something you like in that range, that's where you're going to go to. So I think if the stores started educating the folks more about the flavor and aroma, which is the terpene profile,
they were trying. I feel like they were trying to do this, right? Like about 5-6 years ago.
maybe
That's when I heard about it.
yeah, I mean a little bit, but I think the consumer drove the stores to go more on a potency driven hunt than a flavor and aroma profile.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Because these are junkies.
yeah, I mean, it's not that they're junkies.
druggies.
It's just they don't know. They don't know. They're not being educated. You know, the bud tenders aren't taking the time to ask them the right questions.
Right.
And maybe if they were steering them in the direction of something that they really enjoyed, the sales would increase just on that alone.
I agree. Yo, Mike, I hear you, but yeah, I think it needs to be I think the terpene shit needs to
That's what someone should do a campaign on is terpenes. Educate the consumer.
Terpenes, that's how you say it?
Yeah,
But see,
terpenes.
like I don't know. I don't even smoke weed. I knew that terpenes were a key. So
Yeah, it
clearly
is.
the information's out there. It's just these motherfuckers don't care. So it's like how do we make them care? How educate
Well, it starts
me?
at the top. It starts at the top.
It's just me and you right now though.
Yeah,
So
well,
educate me. So like
okay,
a
well-
brighter well, something more
If I had a
bright.
terpene report in front of us, I'd show you.
Break it down. But like what
but
like
there's many terpenes. I mean, you know, the state here, you know, now they're just kind of getting on board with the terpenes, so they're looking for about 8 key terpenes at the moment.
all right, so hold on.
But
Okay,
there's hundreds of terpenes.
so terpene is the smell
and
and
the aroma,
the taste and the smell.
flavor.
Okay. Does now
Liming and like.
Limon and pinene, humulene, brisbol.
All right, hold
There's
on.
a lot of different
guys,
flavors.
guys.
Caraphyllene is the one of the
do-
most key ones you'll find.
All right, so okay, hold. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to. So by the taste, you can kind of guess what kind of a high you're gonna get. Like if
So
it's,
like
if
a
it's-
Northern Light, right? We all know what Northern Lights is. That flower.
I
It's a
don't-
strain.
yeah. Okay, what does it
So
taste
that,
like?
that's more like piney.
So that's gonna be more up.
Yeah, it's like you know. I mean, most of the flavors today, you know, there really is, you know, a distinction between, you know, a hybrid,
Indica,
a
yeah.
sativa, an indica, but most of them are kind of a blend these days,
Right.
Because of the crossing of the genetics.
So my guess would be this: if my shit smells like a cleaning, like pine or lemon or something zippy, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like something I can clean the house to and be
Yeah.
a little bit up.
It's gonna zip you up.
Yeah, a little zippity doo dah. And then
Yeah.
what's one that's gonna put me like fucking have me faded? What's the terpene gonna be like with that?
Well, an indica.
Yeah, but
that's just a strain.
You okay?
You know, predominant indicas is more of a body buzz
Okay.
and more of that relaxing.
But what is that? What would it smell like if you picked it up and smelled it?
Well, it depends again on the strain.
Is that going to be more skunky? Is that going to be more like a?
Well, it could be. You know, it just depends on the terpene profile of the strain. So, wedding cake versus a runts, they're going to smell different. They're going to look different. They're going to taste different.
So you got? I don't know shit about weed. So is wedding cake? Is that a indica or is that a sativa?
Wedding cake is an indica typically.
That's what I thought it would be
Yeah.
because it sounds like a fat person. Like it kind of, it's like wedding cake and just sit around and be a piece of shit. You know?
Tastes more cakey, you know, more
Yeah.
sweet.
So when you go, the sweeter, like a more sweeter is gonna be. You like that shit? I'll do yeah.
Most of the seed. I don't get that.
Well, at the end,
Oh, at the end.
or else it'd be Skittles. Skittles with a Z.
I'll buy that.
Kind of more chill. So sometimes
No,
this
not
is,
necessarily, but yeah.
I'm speaking in
sometimes. Yeah,
generalities.
in general, sometimes.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on the strain.
Now let's go back to. I want to learn. We're gonna learn together. All right. So you said there's like 8 different kinds of terpenes that they're talking about. There's hundreds and billions, but they're kind of just focusing on 8.
Yeah, the state of Michigan right now is focusing on 8 key terpenes.
What are they? You don't know?
Well, we test for 30 of them.
Good.
So
good Lord, man.
So I'm not really focused on what the
state is looking for?
What the state is doing right now. We're ahead of the game in that respect, and our report shows 30 of the terpenes, and we always analyze all of them for our clients.
So what are the
we don't just break them.
So what are what are a few of the terpenes and so why
Well, a few of the key ones are like carafilene.
What's that smell like?
It's more sweet.
So that's going to be a cushy.
More cinnamon.
Or that's going to be more laid back then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. What else?
A little bit.
I want to learn.
I mean, the ones that I like personally,
Yeah.
the pine, the limon.
You like to get shit done. You can't be sitting around just
No,
fucking.
I got a busy schedule, man.
Yeah, you got shit to do. So you like to zip it. I would be the same as you. I would get the ones that get me up.
Yeah, I can't kick back and just sit on the couch.
Nah. But I wish I like weed. I'm a meth man. Are you guys gonna test meth anytime soon?
No, but we have entertained.
Glass.
We've entertained mushrooms.
Actually, it's funny, right? That was my next step, right? Because it's like, how do you test for psychedelics? What do you test for? What would you be testing for?
It's a good question. I really don't know. I'm not educated in that arena.
But
yet.
but it is something that
labs
worth
are getting
exploring.
into. Yeah. The psychedelics, big market.
I heard tell about people grabbing a lot of the pre-roll joints and shit are getting fucked with, man. Out here on the streets. What are they doing to what are some of the things that you caught people doing to the pre-rolls?
I've seen people putting bad flour in them.
Okay.
Moldy flour.
Ugh. What would smoky mold do to a person?
Okay, so let's say it has aspergillus in it. That's
Okay.
black mold. So that could be harmful to to your breathing, to your lungs. It can cause asthma and create a lot of different other health issues over time of use.
Yo, Mike, that's the shit that people think that the house is haunted. Like they'll have the black mold in there, and they start fucking seeing shit.
Yeah. And if that's the stuff you're smoking and putting in your lungs and into your body, that's the stuff that can create health issues over time of use. So it is important that labs are around to prevent that stuff from getting into the people's system.
I'm all for it. Yeah. Are you afraid or are you concerned? I don't think you don't seem like a guy that's afraid of things. Are you concerned about the government coming in and trying to take over all the testing?
No, I welcome the government coming in. They
Look what they done with the FDA though, man.
Well, the FDA is a little different than the state, regulatory body. I think the FDA coming in would create a different type of industry, but I think
What do you think it would do?
Maybe bring bigger companies in. Maybe
Right.
big pharma would come in.
Oh, rats. That wouldn't be any good.
Maybe not.
Man,
Look,
them
it
motherfuckers
could
are-
be buyout opportunity.
But like
Take over Target.
I know, but like for you, you're thinking money. But for me, I'm thinking like I've watched the FDA fucking. Do you remember the sugar industry paid off the motherfuckers to throw to? I think it was like back in the '60s. Some study came out that fat and sugar was bad for you, but sugar was like, let's just throw fat under the bus. And then all throughout the '90s was all the low fat
Look how
shit.
much sugar has caused health problems.
Now we got nothing but fat fuckers out here, man.
Well, you got Wegovy, you got Machango, and that other one.
Who's
The Ozempic.
Oh yeah.
So
No,
you got all
bruh.
that stuff now to counteract all
I'm
the
saying.
sugar that they've pumped into the market. With
And
all
that's
the-
all because the FDA was for fucking rent, dog.
Yeah.
So like I
Well, I'm
find that
not
to be
for-
problematic.
I'm not for the big takeover.
Yeah.
But I do welcome the state regulatory body
Yeah.
overseeing the industry and keeping it as legitimate as they possibly can.
Do you look at like how the other states are running their marijuana.
I do.
Who,
I pay attention.
Who do you like? What do you see? What do you like, and what are cautionary tales?
Well, I think Michigan's doing a phenomenal job. I think we're leading the cannabis industry as an overall.
No shit.
I think Colorado's real loose. They've
Yeah.
got like 12 pesticides on their list of required analytes.
What does
they
that mean?
scope for. There's different pesticides.
What is
that,
the analyte though?
Okay,
what
an
is that?
analyte's the compound.
Okay.
So there's different analytes that are on the list of banned
So they got
pesticides.
So they got 12 pesticides that are banned.
Colorado,
How many are banned here?
60.
Oh, so they're playing fast and loose with your lungs.
Yeah.
Wow, dog.
Yeah. But it's more than that because these pesticides are carcinogenic, so they can cause cancers. They can cause a culmination of many health problems. So it's important. You know, California, they're a little bit more stringent than Michigan on the required list,
Yeah.
but they're too excessive. They've
Yeah,
gone
man.
above and beyond Cali.
It's almost when I was out there, the black market did very well because it was just such a pain in the ass, and it was I only knew like a couple. I know one person that was able to get the license, and it cost $1 million to get that license, man.
I believe it. I believe it.
And these guys,
Yeah.
a couple Armenian fellas,
Yeah. Expensive.
very expensive. I heard about like cats grabbing up fucking like for the pre-rolls, getting shitty hemp and spraying it with like the vape shit and then getting it
there's
off.
hemp converted oils
What
that
is
they're
that?
mixing. You know, it's a hemp converted oil is basically not good flour. They're taking the bad hemp
Yeah.
and they're making oil out of it and then spraying it almost like what it should be is good distillate, but they're spraying that in lieu of that and not really paying attention to what could happen to.
Golly, man.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a little rough to monitor all that stuff.
I bet.
It is.
What do they do? Is there anything they do to make the plants look big and shit that kills people?
Well, those are the nutrients that they're using, and
Yeah.
some of those nutrients do have those pesticides in them. But that's what we're testing for, making sure that that's not getting on the shelves in the dispensaries here in Michigan.
So, Mike, as a tester, did your growing? Do you kind of know how to grow better because you're seeing the end result, and I imagine you seem
knew a
like
few of
you.
those
I
tricks.
was gonna say you seem like a fella that pays attention to a lot of stuff. So I imagine that all of your whole weed game has increased by like tenfold. Like you could probably tell somebody how to grow better. You could probably tell
do.
them how to trim.
We do. We educate our clients as best as we can. If they need the help, we give it to them.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there anything you could tell me how to grow better? Like, I heard soil is very important. The soil is very important.
Soil is important. Cocoa blocks are good.
What are cocoa blocks?
Just different grow blocks.
Yeah. I would never grow weed.
It's like raising children.
Yeah, man. I got buddies that do it. It's like a fucking thing, man. They got
You can't go out of town. You can't take a vacation.
Yeah,
You're on the clock, round the clock.
if I could grow GHB, if they had a GHB tree and I could just water it, I would do that.
They'd be lined up down the block to see you.
Man, no one even knows about it no more. Everybody thinks it's like a couple guys do a couple date rapes, and now I can't get GHB anymore. It's fucking, it's real crummy. I want to talk to you about clothes again. Do you mind? Because I think
feel free.
I feel like weed is great, but everybody wears clothes and everybody wants to look fly and look dipped. And I see, hey, what are some slap-on brands from Italy? Do you know?
That we did?
Just anything, man.
I mean, we did Armani, Ermenegildo Zegna, we did Brioni, Canali, we did Versace, Etro, all the high-end Italian brands we brought to Michigan.
Etro, E-T.
RO. You would like that.
You know
it's
what I got?
colorful.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I got an
It's
Italian.
got
one.
attitude.
Hold on one second. Fuck! I ran it over. You ready? This is my Italian to jump off.
Okay, let's see this.
That's
Oh, Keton.
yeah.
We sold Keton.
That's a good one, huh?
That's one of the best. Handmade.
Yo, it's look at it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is like I like to.
That's the real deal. Keton is very, I mean, their suits are 5,000 and up.
Bruh, that's my whole thing is to, that's what I want. I want a wallet where you're a rich fella and you know I got money, but I don't want that broke motherfucker to rob me. You know what I mean? So that's why I got the Keton. That's it.
Well, they
Now,
won't know, but if they
don't
know
know.
if you know.
Yeah, but if you know, you're not gonna. He won't rob me. He'll wait and like embezzle money from me.
This
you know
guy's
what I mean?
going to think you're beyond paid, man.
Yeah, but like a brokey, he ain't gonna know shit about this. He's gonna
Nah,
like,
you don't know
look at that
Keton.
orange wallet. That's the type of shit I'm trying to like learn about. Like what's so Keton. Sometimes I feel like rappers ruin shit, you know? Like it'll be
Yeah.
a good brand and then they just fucking start claiming it and then I never want to.
Gucci, Prada, all that.
Bruh, I barely like.
They're killing it.
They just fuck. They're the fucking ruiners, man. I know you be having a nice, and then be like, this motherfucker, say Prada one more fucking time. You know, you never want to, Ferragamo, they did Ferragamo like
Yeah.
that, man.
Oh, yeah. Louis Vuitton getting ruined.
Bro, when what was that? Cristal was like, hey, man, I don't want you drinking my shit. I was like, thank you, bro. Like, yo, man, this motherfucker, like, this is an art. Like, what they do is an art. They make something fucking really nice, and to have like some rapper pouring it on a girl's asshole, I'd be like, nah, B, fuck you. We don't need your money, man. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, sometimes it's overkill.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, so what are like some low key brands like that, like beyond Keton that I should think about?
Coming up,
Nah,
there's a great
yeah.
brand called Sand Copenhagen.
Stan Copenhagen?
Oh yeah, that's solid.
You like that shit?
Gmos. That's a great brand for Italian made coats.
Gmos.
Yep.
How you spell it?
GIMOS.
We're gonna put a thing on that so people can get clean, because I'm trying to like.
They make the best Italian leathers.
Do they
Yeah, they really do. Beautiful leather coats.
talk that shit?
I also like John Varvatos, hometown guy from Michigan.
I thought he went out of business.
Here, the store here did, but
Yeah.
the company overall
Still going?
still going strong. He's got great sportswear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a Xenia coat.
Xenia is one of the best.
Is
too.
that the one that you said that you
Yeah,
sell? What-
Ermenegildo Xenia.
That's how you say his first name?
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
it's a mouthful.
How many times have you seen, like, remember that, I think it was Showgirls, where the girl calls Versace Versace?
Oh yeah. I've heard a lot of butchering of the Italian names. Over
Yeah,
the
man.
years.
So you can tell, how do you say Bulgari? Bulgari?
Bulgari.
Bulgari?
Yeah.
How do you
Another one I heard butchered is Palzarelli instead of Palzarelli.
Pelzarelli? I don't even know
No,
that's
it's Palzarelli, but people say Palzarelli.
Pelzarelli. How you say Hermes? Is it Hermes or is
Hermes.
it? Okay. What's it? Dior is Dior.
Dior is Dior.
How about Gianfranco Ferre? Is it Ferre? How you say it?
Gianfranco Ferre.
Ferre.
I like this, Jude, because now you're bringing me back to my
Yo,
to,
bro,
to
I'm-
my to my roots.
Because like I be feeling dumb as hell when I got like something nice and they're like, I don't even know how you say ketone or Keaton or
Keton.
See, that's what I'm saying. So the rich motherfuckers, they know he got some money. Then I say ketone and they're like, peasant. They're like, that motherfucker peasant, man.
I've heard Brioni get butchered a few times.
Brioni?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, see, I like going thrift store hunting. So like,
You find that stuff, man. Sometimes we go into the shops. We'll see stuff with my old label from L'Uomo Vogue back in the day.
Yeah, bro.
We'll see stuff that people donated that still looks good 15, 20 years later.
Bro, I got
Armani suits.
Thank you, man. I got how you say, Canali?
Canali.
I got a Canali suit for $12 that I wear, bro.
You know how much some Canali's going?
How much they go for?
2,000 and up now. You can't touch one for under $19.95.
Bruh. And it feels like it too, man. It
It
feels
is
like
solid. Those suits will last 30 years. You take good care of them, man. You don't dry clean them every single time you wear them.
what's like what are I want men to get back to dressing a bit nicer. And now both you and I are wearing jeans and shit like that.
Well, I'm on my.
Yeah, but I'm sure you know how to dress.
This is my work.
But you got
clothes
some
today.
hard bottoms, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, when I saw these motherfuckers on the NBA wearing tennis shoes with a suit, I was very upset.
Okay, best dress shoes, Testoni, hands down.
Testoni?
Testoni,
I gotta-
Testoni.
A Testoni.
Yeah, check them out.
Why are they so good?
All handmade out of Bologna, Italy. The best.
For real.
Oh yeah,
What's the price tag on that shit?
about 1,500 and up.
Wow. I gotta get all new shoes. My feet grew, and
All you need is one of these. These will last you.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Get
Testoni?
get a nice pair. Last you 30 years. Just shine them up. Take good care of them.
Bro, that's like I
Put the shoe trees in them. Cedar shoe trees. Very
That's-
important because
that's-
it takes the moisture out of the
Yeah.
leather, keeps the bugs away, and just keeps them fresh.
shoehorn too, because motherfuckers break down the back of their shoes
The
all the
heels,
time,
yep.
man.
You
Yeah.
gotta use a shoehorn, man.
That's that little. These are these little things, and I feel like it's like part of. Like I look at a lot of these motherfuckers, like people I fuck with, and they're like, these are grown ass men talking about sneakers. I feel like they're trying to make us into giant babies out in this motherfucker.
I mean,
man.
I like sneakers for work.
I know, but it's like, yo, I don't
You know,
want.
when you're going out and you're trying to. Image is everything. You know?
I'm not paying no $250 for somebody like I want, and the people that made my shit know karate. I don't want none of that shit, man. Mama Mia, nah, we're not doing that. You like these? These are American made work
There you
boots
go.
right there, thorough
See?
goods. These bitches, yeah, these motherfuckers go.
Yeah, they do.
And I think it's because I am part of the time. My old man stressed fabric, like yo, man, stress fabric. Look at the stitching.
My old man always told me quality over quantity. Quality over quantity.
That's on everything too.
That's life. That's a good life lesson. Quality over quantity.
Are you married? You got a family?
Oh yeah, I got 3 kids.
What a
beautiful
blessing.
wife.
What a blessing, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I've been married 19 years, going on 20.
Do you got any secrets for like staying together?
A lot of understanding. Gotta have patience and understanding.
Did
My
you-
wife's got a lot of patience.
I bet.
She's a good woman.
Yeah.
She tolerates my shit.
What are you like? What's a passion? What do you do for fun? What's your passion? What you got hobbies?
I love to travel when I
Yeah?
can. When I'm not working, I love to travel. I like to see the world wherever it is. I like to go road trips, try to enjoy, check new stuff out.
So you travel within America too, huh?
Oh yeah, a lot, man.
I think
love
that's
road
important.
Trips. I like getting in the car with the kids.
Yeah.
Taking them up north, taking them wherever I can on
What's
the
your
West Coast.
What's your last one out of state?
I just got back from Arizona.
Back to your old stomping grounds. You probably had some
Yeah.
flashbacks.
Yeah, well, my mom and dad live out there now.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, they retired and moved out west.
Heck yeah, man. If you had to tell somebody to go in the States, where would you tell them to go?
I tell them check out Joshua Tree in California. That place is amazing. You want a spiritual experience, something with a lot of vibe?
Yeah.
Go check out Joshua Tree.
J Tree is
Yeah, that's where Jim Morrison did a lot of his writing for the albums.
yes.
Riders on the Storm.
So I actually became that cliche because I lived out in L.A. So you know,
Did you ever check out Joshua Tree?
on mushrooms. You already know it, man.
see,
You already know.
all right,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
That
fuck
was
it.
a silly question.
Joshua Tree is really interesting because it looks like had been underwater, right? And all of these stones, it's a whole
I
bunch
just
of
took the kids
stones.
to see Skull Rock.
Yeah, I know Skull Rock.
You know, it's prehistoric.
Yeah.
And you can't explain this to anybody because you got to go there and see it with your own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
It's magical.
That's where I wear running shoes, and it's like a giant playground for grown-ups. You can
yeah.
go run out and play on all the different rocks, and all of the trees look like it looks.
Sculptures, like artwork.
What to me, I believe that Dr. Seuss was inspired by Joshua Tree.
It very well could be
Right?
because it does remind you a lot of that animated.
Yeah, like
Landscape.
all the landscapes. Yeah, maybe Dr. Seuss was inspired by California itself because all the
A lot of
trees are
people
like
were,
palmy.
man. A lot of artists were.
Fuck yeah, dude.
mean, it's pretty dope out there.
Do you do art too?
No, that's my wife's department.
What does she do?
She's an artist.
What kind of art?
Drawings,
Yeah.
paintings.
Has she ever drawn you?
No, she drew my kids, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a good job.
How come she didn't draw you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not pretty enough for her.
Great views.
I may not be good looking enough to draw. Maybe I just don't have that.
Don't you say you're a handsome devil?
Man,
don't you
maybe
say
I just
yourself?
don't have that.
Oh, you let me. He's
You
got
know,
he's got a good profile. This man.
You know, I don't have that profile maybe to draw. But no, she's amazing with the art like that.
Is there anything I should have asked you? As far as clothing goes, what I feel like tailoring is very important. Like
That's key.
But so what? Like, how long? Where does a person's coat supposed to stop?
Usually at the top of your thumb.
And then where does the person's sleeve supposed to stop?
About a half-inch above it.
A half inch above the top of your thumb?
Half-inch above the coat.
All right, so my
the
sleeve
shirt
should be like right
Yeah,
around
so
here.
so the shirt you want about right here when
Okay.
you're buying them.
Okay.
Because when you buy a shirt, people usually think at the wrist,
Yeah.
but then it becomes too short.
Yeah.
And when you go to shake somebody's hand, your shirt's all the way up here.
Yeah.
So, rule of thumb is usually at the top of the
top of the thumb.
knuckle of the
Okay.
thumb. And then when you buy your jackets, you want it about a half-inch shorter than that, so you show a little bit of the shirt.
Right. All right. So my rule is, and I'm doing it from here. Then is it out?
No, you put your arms down.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, put your arms down, and that way when your arms go up to shake somebody's hand or you're doing some movements,
We don't. This is we don't know
room.
this. All right. So
you got room, and then you're not putting too much stress on the elbow.
Okay.
Where you're tearing where the fabric's tearing or
Bruh.
stressing on the sleeve.
I've blown out some elbows because I had ill-fitting shirts.
Yeah, so a lot of times people go like this, or they'll
Well, that's what
be
I'm
going
doing
like
right now.
that.
Hot dog.
Yeah, so they put a lot of stress on the elbow.
Where's the coat supposed to? Where's the butt? Where does the end of the coat? Does it hit at the butt or like down here?
Yeah,
like,
usually mid waist, about right
like
here.
right here, like
Yeah.
halfway around your
Yeah,
butt.
about right there.
Okay. And what about socks and shoes and what have you? Like sometimes I wear some hard bottoms.
Socks are important.
Yeah, man.
Gotta
Like-
have good socks, and like I said, good shoes. Testoni's my favorite shoe brand.
Write
from,
that down.
from Italy.
Testoni.
Oh yeah, Testoni shoes. And they'll do a Testoni because it's Antonio Testoni, but
Yeah.
it's Testoni. Just look for the Testoni shoes.
Yeah.
They're the best.
All right. So if I got blue, how do you match your socks and like how do you decide
I
what
always
color?
go dark.
Okay.
Me personally, I wear solid socks:
Yeah.
black, gray, navy,
But when do I wear navy? With a navy suit?
gray suits.
Gray suits, navy. See, so with a gray suit you wear navy socks.
Light blue shirt,
Okay.
and a nice bright tie. Bring it all together, make it pop.
What about the little pocket square?
Oh yeah, you can wear the pocket square. I never really was into the pocket square because I always
Faggy. I like pocket squares, man. I was just fucking with you, man.
Just joking
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
man. But look,
Yeah.
no, a nice necktie is good enough. Something bright, something beautiful and bold and colorful. Show off the personality.
What's a slap on neck? What do you like for neckties?
Personally,
Yeah. I go on eBay and get
I like Dolce and Gabbana for the neckties.
Really?
Yeah, they got good neckties. Some colorful ones.
Yeah.
I like.
What about
I like
the
I just like the thickness.
What about
of them.
yeah, I was gonna say like what are I've seen real big old neckties and I see skinnier ones. Is that based on the lapel? How does that?
I like a 10 millimeter necktie. Between 10 and 12 millimeters is about as big as I'd go on the necktie these days.
What is that on inches? No homo.
Maybe about
No homo.
2.5, 3 inches.
Okay, so like that.
Yeah, nothing too big, nothing
Nothing too
too
sm-
wide,
Yeah.
but nothing too small. I don't
Right.
like the real skinny ties.
Okay.
That's, here and there fashion.
Right. That's
You know,
not. It's not timeless.
Exactly. I like timeless clothing. I like clothing that you can go in the closet, pull this piece out. It may be 15, 20 years old, but it looks still as good as it did 15, 20 years ago.
You know, pleats are coming back.
Yeah, pleats never went out. I mean, pleats been around for hundreds of
Yeah,
years.
yeah, all that shit.
But-
like it's all cyclical, huh?
Yeah, everything. Well, that's fashion.
Right.
Fashion that's all cyclical. You know, 1 pleats, 2 pleats, 3 pleats, inverted pleats. They got all kinds of pleats. But, you know, plain front pants, they're timeless too.
Yeah.
No pleats.
I kind of like the pleats. I accidentally shit my pants the other day. It was a big to do. And then I ended up having to go to my mom's place and wash up, and all I had was some dress pants, and I started dressing nice. So you never know why you're gonna start dressing nice.
That's a good.
You know,
Yeah.
you never know like what. You know, sometimes a bad thing equals a good thing.
Yeah,
There's
you
no
never know
bad
what
things.
bad comes out of good and what
Yeah.
good comes out of bad.
Yeah, yeah. So then that's when I started wearing the pleats. And I was like, and then, the crazy thing is like, a fella, like I'm wearing my jeans like down here, but you're supposed to wear your pants higher up, aren't you?
No, I wear my jeans below the stomach.
Why?
Well, I like a shorter rise jean.
Okay.
That's just me personally.
You wear your pants below the stomach, you mean? Or you wear your...
Jeans. My
okay,
jeans.
I wear them below the stomach too, but with my pants, I wear them higher up.
Well, it depends on the rise.
What does that mean? Like how long the
ri-
crotch is?
Yeah, the rise of the pant, the crotch. You know, if it's a shorter rise,
You can't wear them too high or else it's going to be the moose knuckle.
yeah, you better believe it.
Are there like fashion faux pas that men do that you see often that you're like, that he shouldn't, where you're exposing?
All the time.
Tell me
All
some,
the
man,
time.
because I don't want to
I'll
look
tell
like
you
a
my
fool.
one key one, and then
What's that? Okay.
When a guy wears a jacket that's too big on his shoulders, looks like a football player.
How can you tell?
Well, they hang over the shoulder rather than fit nicely on the shoulder. It looks like they're wearing football gear.
Why does you ever see motherfuckers with the jacket and it'll like the neck will be?
Oh yeah, the collar.
What is
The-
that? Why is that? Why does it
The
come-
collar roll, because
why
that's
does it-
shitty tailoring.
Ooh.
The tailor didn't fix the collar roll properly on the jacket for the folk.
So you're
the
better off.
man.
So you're better off. You're better off with a less expensive suit with really good tailoring than a fucking super fancy boy that looks like shit on you, huh?
I'll be honest with you, Judy. I would find a good tailor and a good suit. Good clothing and a good tailor, it's worth the hunt.
I've been going to church a lot, and I got to get more dress clothes, and I like that though, man. I think that's going to be good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I've ran out of things to say.
That's okay, man. Well, when you think of more, you call me back and I'll come chop it up with you again.
I'm gonna be on you, bro. I'm gonna be on you.
You got my number now, man.
My guy.